Okay, let the sun shine in. Sorry.
Mess up your nose, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, I wish I was down there.
Yeah, we're getting ready to start, guys. Ready? Okay, here we go. Good afternoon. Okay, audio. All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, yeah. Coming in hot. Isn't it a great day? Man, what great weather. Good afternoon, Governor. So good to have you with us. What a great day, especially in Nitro and St. Albans, but in West Virginia. Weather's great today. We told you for a very short time that this day would come. Welcome to the ribbon cutting ceremony this afternoon of the new Nitro World War I Memorial Bridge. You'll hear more about that in just a second. I'm Randy Dameron with the West Virginia Department of Transportation. Today, we gather making history because you are going to be the first to drive across this brand new bridge. But yeah, this is nice. Now, there's a little surprise on the end, and I'll share that here in a few minutes. We're going to hear from some distinguished guests, as well as the governor, and he has some very important information. I'm going to steal a little bit of his thunder up front. When Governor Justice was elected, he came to the Division of Highways and says, I want the roads improved. I want you to dust off those projects you've had on the shelf for years that you haven't been able to fund. And the answer was, Governor, we'd love to, but we have no money. We can't do that. The governor said, I'll take care of that. He went on a personal quest all around the state and did something called the Roads to Prosperity Tour. It turned into an election. Over 70% of West Virginians voted for the Roads to Prosperity. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why we are here today, because of Governor Justice. It was a fun tour across the state, wasn't it? Of course, you didn't have the companion you have now, so. But the Roads to Prosperity, a lot of projects are coming to fruition. This is the second most expensive project in the Roads to Prosperity, followed only by the I-70, the 20-some bridges in Wheeling on the I-70 reconstruction, which almost ready to go with that too. You're going to hear from our contractor here in just a few minutes. There's a gentleman who heads the Department of Transportation who is extremely enthusiastic. He has his goal in mind, and that's Governor Justice's vision to fix our roads. And have you noticed there are less potholes in the springtime? Have you noticed that? Well, he's on that mission for sure. But he's dedicated to making the West Virginia Division of Highways organization better, but most importantly, dedicated to making West Virginia roads better. And I'd like you to make him welcome right now, Secretary of Transportation, Jimmy Riston.
Hello, Governor. Thank you very much. Wow, what a great day. I actually think the weather is better here at the end of October than it was last April when we were over there to do the groundbreaking. So I think we're making some improvements here. What do you think? This is perfect. This is another great milestone in the governor's big, bold vision for the Department of Transportation and the citizens of West Virginia, the Roads to Prosperity program. It has turned the way we think. It has turned the way we act. It has turned the way we perform our jobs around. We have changed the culture. You look at all the state workers out here today. These guys get it. They have been working hard on those secondary roads. We've got great people that work on these big, regionally significant projects like this all the time. We've got a great contractor out here, and I want to tell you, this has been a total team effort. This project has went well, and they've kept it on schedule. Now, that's not to say we haven't had challenges, because we have, right, Steve? We have had challenges. But we communicated, and we worked together to solve those challenges, and here we are today looking at another brand new piece of infrastructure for the citizens of West Virginia. So without saying any more, I'm going to introduce our great contracting partner from Brayman Construction, Steve Muck, and he's going to describe exactly what's going to happen out here for the next little bit. Thank you, Steve.
Governor, how are you, sir? Well, thank you very much, Jimmy. I appreciate the opportunity to speak here, and Governor, it's always a pleasure to be in the great state of West Virginia, so thank you. It's been a pleasure to partner with West Virginia over the years. We've been working in West Virginia for over 25 years, and that experience has really helped us as we've executed this project. The project has been a true collaboration. It is a design-build project. So less than 3 years ago, the project was awarded by the state of West Virginia to the Bremen-Trumbull joint venture. And in less than 3 years, the project has been designed, and this section of it is completed and will be open to westbound traffic tomorrow. I would like to thank the DOH and its staff, because they have worked hand in glove with us through the design, splitting a very complex design into multiple sections and approving those sections piece by piece so that each piece that was executed and approved could begin construction. We started construction on this project less than 12 months after the original notice to proceed. In our world of heavy civil infrastructure, that is an unprecedented process and an unprecedentedly short period of time to get a great work like this started. So it's been a true collaboration, and as the Secretary said, you don't do projects like this without unexpected and unknown challenges. And we've been able to collaborate and work through the challenges with the DOH team to bring this day to reality and to do it on schedule and deliver this great work. Design build is going to be very important, I think, in civil infrastructure as we start to see the Infrastructure and Job Acts start to take effect in the state of West Virginia and other states. Thanks to your two senators and the governor, West Virginia has done a great job in securing their fair share, maybe a little better than their fair share, to their credit. I think that will bode well for the state of West Virginia and continue the dream, Governor, you've had of roads to prosperity. The infrastructure program in total is worth $5.44 million, so $544 billion. $284 billion of that is for transportation infrastructure. That, combined with the CHIPS and Science Act, is going to create a significant uptick in the construction market. It's going to create a significant number of skilled union and non-union trade jobs in the state of West Virginia. This project has been built by union trades. Both Bremen Construction and Trumbull Corporation are union contractors. The union guys that have put this bridge together, I tried to get a few of them to come up here today so that they could meet the governor. They're pretty shy. They'd rather, stay down there and do their work. We are still working on various segments of this project. But I am very proud of the work that they've done here, the cooperation that we have from a labor management standpoint in the state of West Virginia is all part of that cooperation that's brought us to this point today. So I was asked to address traffic a little bit and what happens next. So traffic will be shut down at 8 p.m. westbound, and we will be turning that traffic in the next 24 hours. So by the end of the day tomorrow, we'll have westbound traffic on this structure, and then over the next week and a half to 2 week period, we'll have both east and westbound traffic on this structure. And then in some respects, the fun starts. And what I mean by that is this historical structure you see next to us will begin to be disassembled. The first thing that'll happen is the main river span will actually be jacked down to a barge below in the river, similar to the erection process that some of you may have watched go up here. So that large center section will be lowered to a barge on the river and taken to a recycling facility where we will more likely see it melted down and come back as rebar. So many of the bridge structures that are demolished today end up in electric furnaces, and they come back out as reinforcing steel, and they go into the next bridge. So the dismantling of a bridge and the recycling of that is a very green process, believe it or not, in this day. So that's really what's going to happen next on the project. I'm really excited to have this phase of the project open. Also, kind of a current events comment from me. I think everybody's reading headlines and understands that energy in the world right now is the top headline. In addition to energy in the world, it also is affecting us here in the United States. And I, for one, will be glad to see, coal trucks crossing this bridge again and coal barges flowing under it. Renewable energy is great, but it's not the solution in the short term or midterm. So happy to see West Virginia coal back in business and Appalachian coal in general. So I appreciate the time today. Appreciate your time and attention today and the opportunity to work with the great state of West Virginia, with Jimmy and Governor. My pleasure. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you for those comments. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. Next up, we have the regional representative from Senator Manchin's office. Please welcome Mr. Ben Spurlock.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ben Spurlock, Regional Coordinator for United States Senator Joe Manchin, and it's a pleasure to be here on behalf of Senator Manchin for such a wonderful dedication and opening. The Senator sends his regrets that he was unable to join you in person, but wanted me to share some brief remarks on his behalf. On behalf of the citizens of the Mountain State and as your United States Senator, it is my distinct honor to join you for the opening of the Nitro World War I Memorial Bridge. Today's event represents progress and is an excellent example of how West Virginia is moving forward. This section of Interstate 64 is now one of many recently completed projects set to revitalize our state's transportation infrastructure. Truly, the opening of this bridge is critical to improving and adding value to our great state. I'm proud to have won support for many major infrastructure investments for West Virginia, and I will continue advocating for resources to repair our roads and bridges as we address the fundamental needs of the Mountain State. I appreciate Governor Jim Justice, West Virginia Department of Transportation Cabinet Secretary Jimmy Riston, the Bremen Construction and Trumbull team, and everyone else responsible for making today a reality. Please accept my best wishes. You are making West Virginia a better place to live, work, and raise a family one project at a time. With warmest regards, Joe. Thank you.
Up, we have from Senator Capito's office, Regional Representative Tom Gunter.
Thank you, Randy. Governor, it's an honor to be with you today, sir. Baby dog, I see you over there. I've got to say, Governor, as a native of Cross Lanes and a graduate of Nitro High School, I can tell you what this project means to the people in this area, and it means quite a great deal. I have greetings from United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito. It is my honor as United States Senator to celebrate the ribbon cutting and grand opening ceremony of the new Nitro St. Albans I-64 bridge. Although I'm unable to be with you in person today, I was proud to stand with Governor Justice in April 2021 as we broke ground on this bridge. It is truly incredible what a difference a year makes. Throughout my service in Congress, I've always kept West Virginia's infrastructure as my top priority, which is why I spoke directly to then U.S. Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao about this exact bridge in 2019. Working together, we were able to secure a $20 million build grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation that helped make the completion of this project possible. Now, local residents, commuters, and travelers have a modern bridge to carry them across the Kanawha River. And soon, the Donald M. Legg Memorial Bridge beside us will be replaced, and this entire section of I-64 will be safer for everyone. This project would not be possible without Governor Jim Justice and his Roads to Prosperity program, which has provided funding to our state's most important highway projects. I would also like to commend my friend, West Virginia Secretary of Transportation, Jimmy Riston, and his entire team, as well as the U.S. Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration, Bremen Construction and Trumbull, and HDR Engineering. Congratulations. You make me proud to serve the great state of West Virginia and the United States Senate. Sincerely, Shelley Moore Capito. Thank you.
I'd like to take just one moment to recognize Lieutenant Nelson from the West Virginia State Police for coordinating the efforts to keep people safe out there today while we celebrate the opening of this magnificent structure. And now, it is my absolute honor to introduce the 36th Governor of the great state of West Virginia, Governor Jim Justice.
Well, Jimmy, and all those that are making this day come possible for all of us. First and foremost, to God above. How blessed could we possibly be if you'll just look around and just think of how great this state is, how great all of y'all are, and absolutely it's blessings beyond belief. Now, if you'll just step back from this and just think just for a second. This project has not been in the works for ever and ever and ever and a day. You know, there's been many comments about how we've moved and how we've moved quickly and how great workers did their jobs. And all the great work that all the people that work for our highways group do every day. You know, gentlemen from right there in the back, on the way in here, there was a couple of men that were standing there, and one of them is right back there in the back. He works with our highway department. And he flagged me down, and he wanted to say to me, thanks for all that I'm doing. Really and truly, and my response right back to him was exactly just this. No. You've got to understand, it's my thanks to you for all you're doing. Because our great highway people, along with incredible contractors and along with these great people that do unbelievable work, and I cannot believe that you didn't get those two men or women to come up here. Because at the end of the day, you know it, and really and truly, it's all I ever really want to be. You know, a lot of people say Jim's as common as an old shoe. Well, that's probably right. It's not real flattering in a lot of ways, but it's just who I am. You see, I really believe we're the best of the best of the best. And look around. There's so many opportunities, but we had to get going. We had to really do it. Now, with all that being said, my little buddy's in the car there. Baby dog, how you doing, girl? But it's hot. It is really hot out here and everything, and baby dog can get overheated real fast. She's already all the time on the same dietary program that I'm on. But today is a monumental day. This bottleneck has got to go. And today is the start of getting rid of this terrible bottleneck that absolutely hampers you in every way. You know, when it really boils right down to it, in the attraction of business, the attraction of opportunity to all of us, it all starts with one thing. First and foremost, everybody wants to know, well, how are the schools? How are the schools? Well, I tell you over and over, sure, all across this nation, we've got room to improve, but we've got great schools. And we've got great teachers and great service personnel and loving, safe, good schools. But right behind all of that, the next question they ask is, what about the roads? What about the roads? The two things that are the standards of life to get people to come to your state, schools and the roads are right at the top of the list. Well, you're making us really proud today. And now I've got just a couple more things, but I want to bring up Senator Glenn Jeffries. Glenn, come on up here and talk to us just a second. Now I know you're not without words, but Glenn was part of a group that put together a resolution for the naming, for the request of the naming of this bridge. And absolutely, I think Glenn, from the standpoint of his representation and his work, he should tell you again what the new naming of this bridge will be, and then we'll unveil. Is that fair enough? You got the mic, my man.
Thank you, Governor. I would like to say that the reason that we're here today is because of his vision. Back in 2017, when he announced the Roads Prosperity, I knew that was going to be a game changer here in the state of West Virginia, and it has been. So the naming of this bridge is Nitro World War I Memorial Veterans Bridge. Thank you.
Glenn, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Now listen, y'all didn't cheer loud enough for that. Now come on, one more time. Really loud. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? So listen, and God bless all those that fought for us, every last one. I've got a picture of my grandfather. In his World War I, he was in some Army division or whatever. And literally the picture, you know, the camera started on this side and just went like this all the way across. And he was on this side, and when the camera started and the camera left him, he took off running behind everybody else, and he's in the same picture twice. So maybe that's where I got my sense of humor. But nevertheless, we owe everything on this planet we have to those that stood up for us, defended our freedoms, and did everything under the sun for all of us. Now, I don't know what I'm supposed to do next.
Governor, I can help you.
But to our great contractor and all these great people that represent two great senators and Jimmy Riston, who's done an unbelievable job as our Secretary of Transportation. And I mean it with all my soul, Jimmy. And God bless you in every way. And Randy, take over now.
Okay, Governor, thank you for those words. Well, what we're going to have you do next, Governor, is cut the official ribbon. And both mayors, St. Albans and Nitro, are going to be the bookends. We'd like you to come up at this time if you'll get the ribbon. Gentlemen, if you'll get find your place at the ribbon over here. Rusty, you guys ready for pictures? All right, Governor, we'll go over.
I appreciate you guys.
Now there's more fun, so keep your excitement level high here. I want to thank West Virginia Public Television for being here today, putting this broadcast on statewide. I'd also like to remind the members of the media we have interviews available for you after our dignitaries and you travel across the new bridge following the governor. And they'll come back around and we'll have interviews. We probably need about 10 minutes for that, okay? Thank you. All right. Get all these scissors, thank you. Thanks for bringing it back, guys. Now, what's going to happen is, I want to thank WQBE Radio as well. They did a contest on the air, Jeff Jeffries did, and proclaimed a winner to be the first person to travel across the new bridge following the governor. So nice round of applause. And I forget her name, but she told me her grandmother walked across the other St. Albans Nitro Bridge in 1932. So very nice. And you're going to get to cross this bridge today. The Nitro Fire Department, along with the Taze Valley Fire Department, you may have noticed a couple of fire trucks up on the bridge. They tell me they have, I think, 350 gallons of water. They're going to spray over the cars. And we're going to capture a photograph of that. But they tell me with the pumps they have, it won't last long. So we know we have enough water for the dignitaries, but if you'll get in your cars and follow the last car back here against the parapet wall, then you may too get a car wash. Actually, it's going to go over your cars. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today, and God bless you.